Welcome back to another action figure review. In this review, we're going to be taking a look at the new Joytoy's Warhammer 40k Vanguard Space Marine Ultramarines Incursor Aurelian 1/18 scale action figure. These actually come in a blind box, so you don't know which one of four that you can collect until you open it. So this is the front of the box. This is pretty much what it looks like. Down here at the bottom, you can see the description that explains to you that you can receive one of four different styles. Okay, on the back of the box, actually shows you the four that you could possibly get out of these blind boxes. So I kind of don't agree, in my opinion, with the overall marketing strategy by making these a blind box selection. But, that's probably based on your Chinese market. Here in the United States, these are finally starting to trickle in. These were very difficult to come by, because of all the only sold in China initial release market strategy. But, it is what it is. You eventually find the right seller, you can get what you need. So the top of the box has the Warhammer. The bottom is the same, if you're interested. Got a little dent there, but that's okay. And then we have the logo, some copyright information there. These are officially licensed figures. Here's some stuff you want to pause and read that on your own time. I'll hold that, and you can take a look at that. These are recommended for ages, above 3 years old, but I don't recommend them. These are more for your adult collectibles, for like ages 17 and up. Here's a UPC and a warning label if you're interested. The figures do come with like a little bio card. They're very, very nice artwork. They're kind of glossy. As you can see here, pretty nice. They're not the best card stock. They're kind of like thin. On the back, you have some logos and some Chinese that we can't read unless you speak Chinese, unfortunately. Here's a quick look on see how well they package the figures. Each individual accessory has got its own slot, and the figure, obviously. Okay, here's our character outside the packaging. I must say, first impressions, they feel very nice. Watched some different other reviews, some information online about these to make a decision if they were for me or not. People say they were huge. I don't believe they are any bigger than a Spartan Halo action figure. They're actually smaller than I expected, and they are very nice quality plastic. In my first impressions, a lot of nice detail and very smooth armor, very nice. And very nice paint. Don't see any issues with the overall paint. Lots of sculpt work, lots of features that we'll go through here in this video. So join me and we'll start taking a look at this really cool Warhammer 40k character. So the head sculpt is pretty cool. He has his silver visor with the red lens there. Looks really cool. A lot of sculpt work here. We have the blue and the like a gunmetal color here on the side, and that's very nice to bring out the overall aesthetics and sculpt work. We have a green little mount lens there. It's very, very cool. So he has dark brown hair. You can definitely feel the texture in the hair. It's really, really good. Just the back of it. It's very, very nice. For the shoulder pads, he has his symbol here. This is actually an upside down ohms symbol. We have some grenades or rockets here on his chest. Very cool golden skull on his chest. That is definitely sculpted out. It's not a sticker. It has some dimensions to it. This side we have an X with arrows with the number 7 Roman numeral. It's really cool. Back here we have 2 pig holes for his backpack or his loadout gear. We have his back flap here. The internal, like under garments, I guess you would want to call it, under his armor, we have like this tubing design here on his stomach and his thighs there. You can see a little bit in the articulation section of his arm. Other than that, we have the very beautiful blue with some, some maybe silver dry brushing throughout to make the figure paint and our aesthetics to pop out, basically. Looks really, really nice. Here on the side, we have a hole in his thigh to, you have a little bit of options to modularize your character. You can pick one or two different things that you can load your character out with to go into battle. He does have 2 peg holes in his feet. You can see that he does have a heel versus his flat foot on the front. Very, very nice. So let's take an overall 360 look at our character, and then we will start taking a look at the articulation, the features that we can find on this figure. Some different little angles you guys can check out. You can see all like little vents, I guess. If that's what that is, I'm not sure, but probably for to make the armor breathe. We have a little bit of red dot there on his wrist on that side. Definitely can see the silver there on his wrist there. Definitely make that how that pops out pretty good. Okay, very, very nice. This is our nice figures. For the articulation for the head, we have without forcing anything, you can get about, you might be able to force it, but I think it's going to get caught up on this little ledge here, if you can see right there. But you can turn them side to side. You may be able to force it. I'm just not willing to do that on these figures. Up and down. Not much as a rocker for his neck. I think like a lot of articulation is coming from his neck. Now for his arms, they're on a ball joint. They do rotate 360. Now for the shoulder pads, we do have articulation in these pads. You can get a side to side on these for positioning purposes. You can get an up, down, so, but these are definitely going to hinder your ability to raise your arms up. See how that hits that? That's it right there. And then for this one, it's pretty much the same thing. But on this arm, we have the same rotation, up, down, and then back and forth, like side to side, basically. For the elbows, we do have 90, a little better than 90 degrees on that arm. And let's see how this armor affects. Wow, that's really, really good there. It's better than 90 degrees. I wanted to say those are double jointed elbows, but it's hard to get them. And it looks like they might be double jointed elbows. Oh yes, they are. Look at that. So I stand corrected on that. Way better than 90 degrees. You just got to get in there and be able to manipulate that joint. That's really, really cool. Now for the hands, they're really hard. The wrists articulated. Of course, you have the 360 all the way around, and then they go down, up very nicely. And you have the side to side. So that's a great range of motion for the hands. That's going to help the elbows give you some amazing posability for his weapons. So for his chest, or chest articulation here, we have side to side, back and forward. Then this is a piece that rotates 360 all the way around. Now his lower legs, his armor is going to stop him from doing too much of a split, but that's not bad for a big guy like this. Split this way, about that much. Just know your range on your Joytoy figures, so you don't want to break your joints. Double joint knees, obviously. That's the bottom joint, and gotta get that top one. And then you can get, wow, look at that. That's really nice. We do have thigh rotation. That's cool. For his feet, they do pivot down up there until that boot top piece hits his shin, side to side. And obviously a 360 rotation if you desire that feature. I must say the joints feel good. Nothing feels too tight. They feel pretty fluent. No heating. Or don't never recommend you putting any figure in hot water. I know I've seen a lot of people recommend that. That's a bad idea. But of course, your figures, you can do what you want. But I highly recommend you don't do that. But he looks fantastic. Alright, so let's take a look at some of his accessories that he's got. Well, the guns are pretty large for, this figure. Beautiful weapon. I mean, the gunmetal and the silver look amazing. And then the type of dirty dry brushing over it makes it look realistic metal. That's super, super cool. We have the red on the visor there, or scope. Not sure what that officially is. Love how they have the drill out on the barrel. That's really cool. It's this side of it, back. Just so you know, this does come out, the clip out of the gun. So that's a really awesome feature. Also, I noticed something else that's really, really cool. There's a hole here and a hole there. It's almost like you could put like a strap on him so you can put it on your weapon. So I'd definitely be, for me, I'm going to be considering looking for some kind of a cool material like that I can utilize those pieces. That'd be really awesome in my opinion. Here he is holding that large weapon. You can see how the elbow and the wrist articulation accommodate each other, so you can get a really nice pose. And then, of course, you can, however you see fit, bring him across, bring up your other guy's hand, get up underneath the base of your weapon. And then, of course, you have to, tweak it, but I'm just showing you for example. But you can get that. And then obviously get the right pose, the right look, however you see fit. But that looks great. And next up we have his backpack, jetpack / gear loadout armament for his back. Very cool with the red dot there. Nice blue, some weathering, some silver weathering. We have some vents here on the bottom. Nice, a lot of sculpt work there. We have these thrusters that rotate. We have the gunmetal vents, and they go 360 all the way around for your positioning purposes. Here we have this. This also rotates 360 all the way around if you desire. We have the green and red lenses. It's very, very cool. And then you notice he has two pig holes in the back of the backpack to attach to the back of the character. And here he is. Those fit perfectly, nicely toleranced, no issues at all. That's how that looks. And then we can move these however you see fit. Give them a different look. Looks very, very nice. And for stability purposes, really no effort to put him down. Doesn't become back heavy, so he's really well balanced. So that's a good feature also for his loadout purposes for your shelves, because they don't come with stands, so that's a good idea. So next up we have a pistol. It is quite large. Has that metal look to it. Kind of same kind of pattern for his other gun. So that's really nice that they match. There's nothing that moves. There's no articulation anywhere. Just a pistol. Definitely drilled out in the front. That's fantastic. Very, very nice. And again, the articulation complements the overall appearance for the pistol. Posing, that looks fantastic. And then obviously you can do it, an up like so. Looks so cool. Very, very nice. Very impressed. Okay, if I have anything to gripe about these figures would be the pistol holster. So you get two options here. Obviously the pistol is quite large. So I can understand the overall thickness that would be required to stick that pistol in this case. So now you have a playability versus overall appearance or aesthetic issues. It would definitely get it out of range of scale, I guess. So you do get two of these. One's empty. They do not open or close. This pistol is just a sculpted look. So you have options for the overall side of his leg. So if he has this pistol out, you can put on this one. And that's what that would look like. It'd give you a sense of okay, I got my pistol out of the holster, I'm good to go. Or if you don't have your pistol drawn, you can utilize this option and put that on his leg. But I kind of wish he could hold his pistol instead of, you know, swapping out the parts like that. That's just me, but that's what I would like to see more because it enhances your playability. But I could see where they went with that. Probably one of the coolest accessories is this dual sleeve knife set. Man, this is awesome. We have the gold top and bottom. Then we have two 3D looking skulls. They're actually, you know, sculpted out. They're not just like a flat piece. Very nice. And also, this is also a piece for the thigh that you can, you know, have an option for just a little bit of modularity with the pistol cases. If you're interested, you could have two pistol cases or none, or you could have a pistol case and these knives, or whatever you see fit. These are kind of sculpted together. There's no separating them to have one on each side or not. These are very, very nice. They do remove. They're a little tight. I'm worried about paint being rubbed off if you do that too much. But the blades look incredible. There's the handles. Looks really cool. So that's really, really nice. Now the hands that come with this figure installed already are kind of more for the weapons, like the guns. They're kind of not going to fit these, but they give you alternate hands. You can obviously see this is an open hand. It's not going to fit. So let's take a look at those alternate hands that they give us. It's like you get two different sets. So here's your two alternate hands. You get that more of a trigger figure one, more of a gripping tighter fit. And you get a closed thumb to finger. These do not open. These are probably your knife hands. So you're going to want to put them in carefully. Maybe at the side like that and then twist them around. That seems the way they go in the best because of the bottom of the knife. But that's how that will look. And let's see how then it'll pop out pretty easy, but sometimes you have to heat. Yeah, you're going to have to heat the new hands up to soften up the plastic to get that to fit if you want to have a knife battle. Oh yeah, see that pops on. So those are pretty much just molded to the joint. So be very careful though, because you don't get any new replacement joints. So if you break your joints, you're pretty much screwed. And then that's it. That's it. All the accessories. And you get a lot of accessories. I wish they would have gave out additional, like maybe wrist joints. But unfortunately, we don't get that. Where can you get these? Is probably the question. It's going to be kind of hard. Check pre-orders from your local favorite retailers. And probably ain't going to be for. I think that Games Workshop, they pre-order those. Whoever pre-ordered them then or now have to wait till July of 2022. I think it's like 6 months out. Check on China websites. You can probably find a retailer that will ship these to you in the United States. That way you, or any of the country you're in. So, price. Now you can get these two different ways. You can get them in a 4-pack, which guarantees you one of every character, or I don't know if you can. You probably can buy them individually on eBay or something. I'm not sure. But if you want all 4 characters, you got to buy that big box set, and that runs about $125, $130. I'm assuming for all 4 of them. So just look around before you make one decision here and there, because you can get them earlier versus waiting, and maybe the price will change for you also. So that's about all I got for this figure. He's really cool. I recommend him. Just real quick for scale, here's that Spartan. See, he's not as big as everybody's making him out to be. Here he is versus with the new U.S. Navy Snail Sniper. Looks really cool. Of course, he's a little bit bigger because he's a brute, a bigger character like the Spartans, but he's literally the same size as the Spartans on height wise. Yes, he's got them on thickness because they're more your powerful juggernaut type of characters. But that gives you a quick idea of what scale is. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Comment down below any questions. Please like and share the video. I'd really appreciate that. And I thank you for your support. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next review.